Hi fishy folks and happy Fry Friday. In today's epic video, what can you feed plecos? So I have a ton of plecos in the fish room. I'm breeding for profit plecos, and I feed Northfin kelp wafers and cobalt shrimp and veggie pellets on a regular basis. But I also feed canned green beans and some other fresh fruit and vegetables that I buy in the grocery store and I drop in the tank and they eat them. And so let's talk about that. So go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage. Of course, in the comments below, let me know what said snack and said beverage are. And check out michaelsfishroom.com, where you can buy the plecos I breed and the guppies I breed, as well as I keep in the fish room. There are some new guppy strains and plecos on the website as well, so check those out. All right, fishy folks, stand by. All right, first, just want to get something squared away. As you know, in my last video on Wednesday, it was a pretty depressing video for me. I lost a whole tank of longfin plecos, parents and everything. Every single pleco except for 2 fries survived, and all the guppies survived. So I don't really know what happened. I can only assume that the water had too much chlorine or chloramines in it, and it took out the plecos, or it was a temperature swing. I mean, the water felt a little warmer than normal, but I didn't really think much of it until it was too late. So that's it, folks. That tank is now guppies only, except for those 2 plecos, and we're going to start over with that longfin project. I do have some other longfins in the fish room, regular longfins or green dragons, regular longfins, and albino longfins that I'm working on now. So take 2 with the longfins, I guess. Also, I'm wearing my boy Scott's shirt, King and Queen Cichlids. Check out King and Queen Cichlids on YouTube. He does monster fish and some other stuff. He's a way better videographer than I am, so if you don't like my non-edit style, go check him out. He's awesome. All right, what can you feed plecos? So I've been feeding canned green beans for a long time, French cut green beans, mind you. And I got that idea from Corey the Aquarium Co-op about 112 years ago. And all the plecos love green beans. They seem to do well on them. I've also fed cucumber and peppers and watermelon and cantaloupe and squash. The 2 things I'm going to focus on today, because they're kind of odd for plecos, I think, are watermelon and peppers. Now, when I say peppers, I'm not talking jalapeno or higher. I'm talking, like green, yellow, orange, or red peppers. Very, very low on the Scoville scale. I think they all have 0 Scoville units. If you don't know what a Scoville unit is, Google it. Because, I'm just a dumb guy with a camera. There's Chewy and his ginormous cock. He's sexy as hell. Anyway, folks, peppers, green peppers in particular, sweet peppers, have more vitamin C in them than oranges. That's just a fact, folks. Dropping the knowledge on you. Anyway, plecos seem to like the green peppers. They also love watermelon. Fun fact, people thought maybe there was a pesticide in the watermelon that killed all those plecos, but I fed that whole watermelon. It was a quarter watermelon. I cut it up in chunks and fed it to every pleco tank I have, including upstairs with, the community fish, and everybody was fine. So I don't really think that was it. Anywho, they love the watermelon. They'll eat the fruit down to the rind, into the rind. Once it hits the rind, I take it out. Green peppers or yellow peppers or any color sweet pepper, they love. I take the seeds out and then I cut it up and I put it in the tank. Now you guys may be saying to yourself, but Mike, don't you buy organic? Yes, for the most part, if I'm buying specifically for fish, I buy organic. If I'm buying for myself, I don't, because I don't really care. But it's the fish, and cha-ching, breeding for profit. So I'm just looking at one of my pleco grow-out tanks, and the fry have started to devour a huge piece of cucumber. Now let's talk about cucumber for a second. There's a couple different kinds of cucumber, right? There's regular burpy cucumbers, and they have seeds in them, and then you got to clean up the seeds. So I try to buy seedless or burpless cucumbers. They're usually long and thin. Sometimes I've seen them called English cucumbers. I've seen them called Japanese cucumbers. But that's what I try to do. I try to get those without the seeds because they're a pain in the butt to clean out. Zucchini's another one if you try to take the seeds out because they get everywhere. But I don't blanch any of my vegetables. I just drop them right in the tank and I weigh them down with a fork. I have some screw cumbers that Greg from my aquarium box sent me. And oh, here's one. It's just this little piece of twisted aluminum, and it weighs the fruit or vegetable or cucumber down. I've never bought one of those long Pleco things because for 30 bucks I think that's a waste of time, waste of money. My boy Tom from TM Aquatics did a video. I'll try to link that in this general area. He bought stainless steel, their axles for remote control airplanes off eBay. But he uses those to weigh down his fruits and veggies for his Plecos. I think that's a great idea. He did make a comment, and I actually was about to let him know, but a lot of times those have a light coating of grease to help stop surface rust, so you got to clean those really well with Dawn or some of the detergent. But check out Tom, TM Aquatics, one of my new favorite channels. As you guys know, I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube. I try to watch some of my close friends just to see if I could help them, give them any tips, even though the topics that they usually talk about are something I'm not interested in at all. But I try. But Tom's one of the channels I've been watching a little bit lately. I like his style. It's similar to mine. He's got that weird Minnesota accent that I find kind of sexy. So, you know, make that of it what you will. All right, folks, do you want to see some Plecos eating some different kind of fruits and veggies? I think you do. If you have to refill your snack and your beverage, get comfortable, stand by. All right, fishy folks, this was the tank that was keeping me so distracted while filming. You can see all these Pleco fry, the albinos and the regular Plecos, devouring this cucumber. I would imagine within the next 2 to 3 hours, that thing's gonna be disintegrated. Probably when the lights go off, the parents will come over and kick the little kids out of the way because, you know, little kids are annoying and stuff. But anyway, there's the parents in the back. You can see on the bottom, on the right, is the male. I don't know if you can see his bristles from here, but I can. And then there's a female on top. Looks like there's a female on the standpipe. And then there's another female right there. So these babies are probably a month and a half old. Last month we had a ton of storms come through, and all my Plecos went crazy with babies. So, you know, there's a bunch on the glass here or whatever. So I feed cucumber quite a bit because it's pretty inexpensive. But you know, I had some people say cucumbers have no nutritional value, they're mostly water. Okay, I'm sure there's some nutritional value, and even if it's a minuscule amount of nutritional value, their tummies are minuscule, so it doesn't matter. That's right, I used the word minuscule twice. Couple other things. Obviously, you know, I feed green peppers. There's probably some green peppers left in tanks because I fed green peppers last night. Let's come over here so we can see the green dragons. They are really big into hiding. I just scared one. You can see all the detritus and moam that he kicked up. He's now behind that wood, but you can see there's some green pepper in there. These guys, there's 3 in here. I don't know if they're a trio or what. I don't know what sex they are, but they don't eat a whole lot, quite frankly, and they hide a lot. There's one of those really cool caves from Pleco Ceramics. I did I did a video about my 55-gallon planted angelfish tank, and I mentioned that they had sent me some stuff, and they look really good, actually. There's a Pleco cave from them too, right there. Looks like a big piece of poop a little bit, but that's just, you know, that's just me. I don't mean to make it sound bad or anything. Yeah, no, cloudy tank. Yep, there's Chewy. All right, fishy folks. I think that's it for the cucumber footage. I'm going to show you a couple more things that I feed. Oh, let's talk about green peppers. Walk this way with me. So I go to BJ's and I buy this box. Now, usually when I buy French cut green beans, they have the pop top, but this case didn't have the pop top, so I had to buy a can opener. But look at this cool can opener I bought. Look at it, folks. It's really cool. I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link down. Click it, buy lots of stuff so I make lots of money. It cuts the side of the can, not the top, and when it cuts the side, you can touch it. Like, you won't cut yourself. It's fantastic. Anywho, I always buy the French cut green beans because I believe they like the inside of the green bean way more than the outside. So they start on the inside and just devour it. Also, I don't care if they're salt. Sometimes they're sea salt. I don't really care. For me, the sea salt helps the guppies. So, And I don't think the Plecos really have to worry about sodium intake. So, oh, he's on eggs in there. Look at him. He's sexy, boy. Woo! All right, fishy folks. Let's take a look at some watermelon and pepper. Stand by. All right, fishy folks. As I said before, Plecos eat all kind of real people food. This is some watermelon I put in the tank. I've fed watermelon before. I don't know if I've ever actually filmed it. But you can see these long fin albino bristlenose Plecos. One of them's going to town. Excuse me, on the watermelon. This is seedless watermelon. Got it at my local farm stand. Jersey. They sell Jersey corn. Jersey corn's the best corn. If you think your state's corn is the best, shut up. Jersey's is the best. Anyway, they sell all kinds of stuff. I don't know if it's a Jersey watermelon or not, but Jersey corn, Jersey cantaloupe, best. All right, that said, you can see he's just loving life, eating the watermelon. Over here we have some calico bristlenose fry, going to town, eating it, loving it, and loving it. Now that guy isn't eating any watermelon, but look at that Pleco. That is a nice looking Pleco. All right, more bristlenose eating. I just scared them all, except some of those guys were like, nope, I'm just eating. So this tank has regular bristlenose Pleco in it, just browns, and we had some albino babies, so that's kind of cool. But you can see they are just loving it, going to town. I always buy watermelon when it's on sale because I'm cheap, and you know, if it comes to the end where, you know, I'm not going to eat it or whatever, boom, it goes in here. These guys, so before I started filming, the Japanese blue lower swordtail guppies were eating, but then these bristlenose came out and were like, nope, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. So this is nice because there's 4 sides, so 4 Plecos can eat it. All right, fishy folks, let's see what else we can feed Plecos. Real food we can feed Plecos. If you haven't done so already, grab a snack and a beverage and stand by. All right, fishy folks, another food that you can feed Plecos are peppers, sweet peppers. This is a yellow pepper. Green pepper, red pepper, orange, or yellow pepper is fine. I want to go anything more spicy than that. Anything with more Scoville units for you pepper fans out there. That's right, folks. I whipped out the term Scoville units. Now, fun fact, green peppers or sweet peppers have more vitamin C in them than an orange. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. This tank of Plecos has a plethora of different styles or kinds of Plecos. You can see there's albino Pleco fry, there's regular brown bristlenose fry, there's a bristlenose in the back right there with a little white line on the tail, which is pretty cool. And you can see those Plecos are going to town on the pepper. So that's just another thing you can feed peppers. Let's see another thing you can feed peppers. That's a blooper. So that's just another people food you can feed Plecos. Stand by for number 3. Or I have some screw cumbers that Greg from Greg. Hi fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. Today, what can you feed Pleco fish? That's right folks, what can you feed Pleco fish? Before we get started, do me a favor, go ahead and obliterate that subscription button if you haven't done so already. Gently boop the notification bell. And then check out Michael's Fish Room. There's some new fish on the website, so make sure you check them out and order a lot of fish. If you're gonna order fish this weekend, I will not be shipping next week. However, I will start shipping again on September 9th. All right, fishy folks, today, I don't know. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Friday to you. Guys, do me a favor, go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage. No,